Hi everyone, welcome to the Two Adults and a Baby
Hey, Snorty.
80s movie review
Phil.
podcast. Today we're going to be talking about Wall
Wall
Street.
Street. Yeah, so what'd you think of Wall Street, Phil?
I think it's fantastic. It's just another one of these movies that is just filled with great acting. It's got a great story that's easy to follow, even though it does get sometimes into the financial jargon, but it has
Charlie Sheen, Martin Sheen, yeah.
yeah,
Father and son, yeah.
yeah, that's I think one of the best details about it is that Charlie Sheen is the main character, and his actual father, Martin Sheen, plays his father in the movie. I mean,
Yeah.
how
Which
much?
made the acting between them and like it just made it really good and like you really do feel like they're father and son. Yeah.
Yeah, you really feel it. And then,
Yeah.
we watched the Charlie Sheen documentary
Mhm.
not too long
Oh
ago,
yeah.
and you can kind of see like some parallels between like the way they are in Wall Street and the way they are in real life, where Martin Sheen's kind of like this, wise.
Like stable, play it safe. And then you have Charlie Sheen who's like, let's live on the edge and take risks
Take
and
rit, yeah,
yeah.
right. I mean, it's really. I found that like really crazy the last time I saw it. I never even thought of it that way before.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I think we can agree that's one thing that we both really enjoyed about it
And
was their
and
chemistry.
Michael Douglas, Gordon Gecko,
Yeah,
right? That was a great character.
yeah. Of course, we have to talk about
I
Gordon Gecko. Is like a,
mean, yeah, his acting was really great in the movie, and his character was very impressive. Yeah, just very confident. Obviously morally not like the best character, but yeah, just Michael Douglas I think did a great job with that character.
yeah, and we see so many times in these '80s movies this recurring theme of the businessman, the yuppie. It's so prominent in these
Yeah.
'80s movies, and like people obviously thought about it a lot.
I was trying to find his famous speech, Michael Douglas's famous speech, right? Greed is good.
The point is, ladies and gentlemen, that greed, for lack of a better word, is good. Greed is right. Greed works.
Yeah, just the way he
Greed
speaks
clear.
with so much confidence. You just can't help but keep watching him. Yeah, he was wonderful in this movie.
Yeah, he's playing this.
Initially you're like, okay, he's like the mentor. He's
Mhm.
gonna help him, get ahead. Charlie Sheen's character, he's gonna help him get ahead. And so yeah, you're kind of like, okay, this guy is interesting. And then slowly you learn like what he's about. That he's always gonna be for himself, right? That he never is going to take care of anyone but Gordon, right?
Yeah, and it seems to be like that's as the viewer what like we can kind of pick sides. We can think about the viewpoints of Carl Fox, Martin Sheen's character
Yeah,
versus Gordon Gecko. Do you go for the more ruthless, selfish way
yeah,
of thinking in business, or the more like where collective, I guess you could say, or socialist way of thinking, or
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, so there's that, right? The capitalist
yeah.
versus more socialist ideals, and also just the fact that his father worked for the same company for many years, had a loyalty to the company, felt like he had a duty to all his fellow coworkers, and yeah, he was morally in that sense he was a good person, right? So what did you think of those paintings of I know this is random, but how horrible were those paintings of that Daryl Hannah's character?
Yeah, I gotta say,
They
like,
just randomly popped in my head, and I'm like,
I
not necessarily. Well, okay, not my personal taste in artwork, but yeah,
I thought they were bad. Like, I
they
wouldn't
were
want to
really,
wake up
yeah.
and see them every
No, I,
day.
I wouldn't want to wake up and see them either, but it just shows you, right, that if you're on Gordon's good side, he can, get you clients, he can get you, money, he can get you this and that. And so at one point, Charlie's trying to cross him, and, she's saying, don't cross him, but yeah, so that's how powerful he was. Yeah, again, it shows you, yeah, the extreme yuppie life versus the, I guess, not artsy in this movie
Right.
necessarily, but more just the stable 9 to 5 kind of person who worked for the same company for many years. So yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, he's like the working man,
The working man.
traditional working man, and
Yeah.
Gecko is this.
Yeah, buy other
Yeah.
companies, break them up, and whereas you have Martin Sheen's character who's like, we have to make sure that everyone has their job still with the same company, and we started from the ground and worked our way up and built something, and that was, I think, what he was trying to tell his son, that create, don't destroy.
Right, exactly. Yeah, there's and there's just these confrontations, especially like the last half of the movie where they're just really like diving into this, and it's very powerful. Like Michael Douglas, you just whenever he's speaking in this movie, like I feel like you listen. It's like
Oh
very
yeah, he
commanding.
commands so much respect.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you feel like this was one of Charlie Sheen's best movie?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I mainly know him from Two and a Half Men, and this movie.
Yeah, he really showed he can.
Of course, he was also in Lucas, actually.
Lucas,
the other movie that we talked about.
Right, check out our Lucas review. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think this by far is probably one of his really good best movies.
Yeah, this is where you see why he was a star in the 80s, why he had so much potential. What else we were saying? Yeah, James Spader, you can catch him since.
I was surprised to see him in the movie. I had to watch it a few times to realize he was even in it.
Yeah, it's almost like they were. I don't know. He's like a young Gordon Gekko character, I guess.
Right.
Like
another fellow yuppie, I guess.
Yuppie, slimy. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't have like a huge role in the movie, but he made his appearance, and it's just a good movie. Soundtrack is good.
Yeah, and it has that where the little guy, the good guy, like he's fighting against something, and it doesn't have any training montages, but I kind of feel like
there wasn't much of that. Well, there was the montage of when he was getting his apartment redone, or I think that's when her horrible paintings were being added, and that song comes into the background. The Talking
Heads,
right? And so that's kind of a bit of a montage where you see him, and he's kind of moving up right in the world, and that's the montage in this movie.
Yeah, and it gets you like really into the place and the time, and like the excitement, the
excitement that he's moving up in the world.
Yeah, like do you think you felt like that excitement of being in like 80s Wall Street? Like this was the time of that. It
looks glamorous, right? They make it look glamorous, yeah.
Yeah. I think I definitely felt that, and that's what a lot of these movies have. Like they really like show you a certain scene, whether it's like the Karate Kid or Rocky or
80s montage.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I can. This is one of those movies that I could actually watch over and over again. It's not like, oh, I just saw it once and that's it. So yeah, if you haven't already, check out Wall Street and subscribe. And hope you enjoyed this review, and take a look at or listen to our other reviews also.
Yeah, we've got a few now, so check them out. Some of them have the baby, some of them don't. He's sleeping right now, but he'll have his input on other ones. So, all right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.